Vince, I have some questions regarding our kids and their need for stability and routine.
Sure.
And when does that, we do a lot to facilitate that. We do a lot, for example, with my son, his therapist comes in, the first thing they do is write a schedule together. Wyatt has a set, because he does have such severe OCD, he has a very set way of doing things. And literally, if a cup is on the wrong counter, he has to move it. If something is not in the refrigerator right after it's out on the counter, he has to put it back in. He has to wash a dish. There's some good things with this.
Yeah,
but
could be worse.
At what point are we enabling the inflexibility and not encouraging our children to be more flexible in their behaviors?
Great question, great question. And it all has to be incorporated in the treatment plan, right? I think there's a belief system out there that absolute consistency is what's needed when you're doing ABA therapy, which that's not true. There is no such thing as absolute consistency. You're never going to have a schedule, the same therapists that are going to do everything the same way, the same time, every day. You know, it's just not. As human beings, it is impossible to have absolute consistency. But when we look at, the different types of flexible thinking, some of that varies depending on where the child is on the spectrum, but we have to build in flexible thinking. We have to build in then being able to resolve problems multiple ways. We have to be, build in their abilities to modify or to modulate some of their anxieties. It's okay that the rug is crooked. It's okay that the glass is on the counter and it's not in the sink, or whatever it may be. We have to show them and build in those anxiety, systematically those anxiety reducers to let them know that those are acceptable levels of change. Now, there's obviously it's not recommended, nor does the research report, just doing therapy and just doing everything just kind of, tangentially with any course or curriculum. But when we're building an ABA treatment plan, we're actually systematically building in flexible thinking. We're building in, the skills that the children need to be able to resolve things with multiple answers, being able to look at things with multiple points of view. But that's going to take time. That's not something that's going to happen overnight.